Oops. Yeah. Right. We are on YouTube, so we're streaming on YouTube. We are now recording, and I will share my screen. And again, anyone who's coming from anywhere, tell us where. Oh boy, you can tell I don't have these things scripted, right? Because it just make it up. Random stuff comes out of my mouth. All right, anyway, we're really happy to have another Friday night comic. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to tell you where we're at and stuff like that and what's coming up. And you're at the We Believe in Comics Friday night workshop at the Sequential Artists Workshop. We are located on the web at learn.sawcomics.org, and you can learn about our nonprofit school there. Thank you for enabling captions. You can sign up for online courses, you can browse our free resources and learn more about us. What's happening next week here? E. Hadel is coming with comic book reviews. That's February 24th. And I think it's making a book review in comic form about a book. And I think that's going to be kind of cool. We have still slots open in March for Build Your Own Labyrinth with Matt Madden. We have ongoing things like Drawing Health on Saturdays with Georgia Weber, Sustainable Diary Comics with JD Lunt, and sustaining member donations and more things coming up soon. So stay tuned. Share what you do tonight or any night with Friday Night Comics hashtag. You can tag us at Comics Workshop. I'll have Will's tag in the chat. And you can also share stuff at members.sawcomics.org. If you guys are already a part of that, then you know that you can share stuff there. But if not, come join us. Thank you for everybody who donated this evening and who donates to these. It really helps us keep the doors open and helps us pay the artists, and it really matters. And there are other ways you can support us, and I'll put that in the chat as well. Let's see. Be a Saw sustaining member. Okay, then this is the part where we say, yes, no inappropriate speech or imagery, no trolling or hate speech. Keep it PG-13, please. Enjoy. Will Betke-Brunswick is here. And there's the website, there's the Instagram. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to spotlight Will. Will, I'm so happy you're here, and I'm just so enamored with these penguins and in a pros and cons list for Strong Feelings, and I really want to hear more about it, and I want to hear more about birds, and I think we're really excited to just sort of learn from you. So what I'm going to do is I've got you spotlighted. I'm going to mute myself probably, and I'll just be summarizing things in the chat, and if you need me, I'm here. But otherwise, here you go. Tell us about your things. Tell us about books. Tell us about birds. Okay, I'm kidding tonight. I'll shut up. Welcome.
Thanks so much. Yeah, yep. Thanks, Saw, for having me. My name is Will, and I have a slideshow to go through that, and then we'll be doing some a bunch of drawing exercises, as you can imagine being here. So let me. Okay, I'm Will Betke-Brunswick. I am Transboy Comics on Instagram, and I often draw myself as this little baby penguin. My cartooning journey, one of my first ever comics was a serial killer bird that's shown on the right side of the screen, named Ben, it was a little songbird who had a hand come out the top of his head, and then he would sort of like ingest other birds via that method. And so this was just like such a fun comic to draw that I thought, wow, I really like drawing birds and I like seeing what I can do with them. And so that was sort of the beginning of my birds as comics journey. And recently I wrote a book, a graphic novel called A Pros and Cons List for Strong Feelings. I also have it here in real life. And this book is about a graphic memoir about my mom having cancer and dying, and it's about family dynamics and love and lots of feelings. And this, in it, all of my family is this family of penguins, which you can see here on the left. And then I sort of use penguins as a way to describe us both in like our awkward movements of a little penguin family walking around on land, and also just as like an access point into the like emotional heavy material. So on the right hand side, there's like a page from the book where we go, my mom's hair has like started falling out, and we go she goes and gets a haircut. So she says, I don't want to wig or scarf, just short and tidy is fine. And that's my portable chemo pack. We've named him Baby Igor. Beep. All done. And then her scraggly hair has been shorn off, and she is a bald penguin. And so this let me like sort of access this cancer material from a little bit of a separation, because it was easier to draw like a bald penguin than a bald mom. But also it just was like so fun to get to see how like I could use beaks instead of mouths, and just like the way that the characters look at each other and their body language instead of focusing on these expressions. And when I first was like, oh, I want to do birds, my comics mentor and friend Nicole Georges was like, whatever you do, don't do birds. Like people can only relate to mammals. Like you could do like any mammal, they have mouths, they're cute, like, but then I was like, no, I want to do birds. I feel connected to birds, so I'm gonna go for it. And I did, and she now is like, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. So
That's hilarious.
I'm not the only one out here doing bird comics. There's Birds of Maine, a really great bird comic that we have, Michael DeForge, and it's like, as you can see here, the faces I just love on these little birds, and their shapes, like the stack of birds we have here. So just trying to like send you some bird inspiration. So here's some other cartoonist bird inspiration, and then here's another one. I'm like obsessed with this duck that we see often in these comics, Nile Breen comics. So lots of people are doing bird comics. I'm not saying that I'm the only one. So for our warm up today, the doorbell. For our warm up today, we are going to draw on your paper a big shape and then turn the shape into a bird. Sort of what you might imagine. And I'll share my screen so that you can see me doing it as well, my other screen. So we'll take about 3 minutes for our warm-up exercise.
And I'm writing that down in the chat. Draw a big shape on your paper, turn your shape into a bird. God, that Nicole Georges story is so funny. I love that. People only relate to mammals. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. Why? All right, we see it. Yay. Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole. It's one of the most charming things I've heard in a while, so I would not call it besmirching.
Oh. I support your birds, Will.
Thank you.
A voice from beyond. So Will, for those of us who don't draw birds on a regular basis, is it all about the beaks? Is it, how do you draw how do you turn a shape into a bird?
Yeah, I think like beak, wings, and feet really sort of can turn anything into a bird. Hence this current amoeba bird that I've got going on. So those are sort of the things that maybe a tail. Those are the things that I start with, at least in terms of birdifying anything. Not sure how these wings are gonna go. They might need some spikes.
So Chris, yeah, the idea is that any shape can become a bird. Wow.
This is, the underside of a bird that you're looking up at as it's flying over your head.
It looks like a big
Not
manta ray
sure how
bird.
yeah, exactly. Not sure how it stays aloft. And we'll have lots of time at the end to share, so just do some extra decorations and then we will move on.
I assume if we finish early, we can do a couple more.
Oh yes, definitely. As many abstract birds as you want.
Jen, I will have an answer for you in 1 second.
All right. I'm finished up with the warm-up, so you can keep drawing while I talk a little bit more about birds. And these are mostly about like my feelings, not actual like real life bird facts. So next, I just wanted to show some more bird inspirations of this is just Will's Google image searching lots of different birds so that we can start to think about the different, like owls having really long legs, or birds can be long necks, long legs, short legs, long beak, short beak, sort of just like there's so much. If you're into like real birds, there's just so much variety that we have in our real world. And then of course you can mix and match in your own imagined comics world. So
wow.
Then also I think that bird faces, I think especially in comics, can be really expressive and exciting to look at. And so just even in this, like the eyebrows we've got on the ostrich and the eagle, and the slight look of concern on that barn owl, and the determination in the kiwi on the bottom left, and maybe the like bags under the parrot eyes, looking a little tired today. So with this in mind, our next, now that we like did a little first drawing of birds, our next like bird activity is to be creating our own bird from our bird inspiration. And so what we're going to do together, I'll come back to this, is and then we can post this in the chat, the instructions. So we're going to think of something you overheard today, and then write it down, draw a speech bubble around it. And then we're going to draw the bird character who's speaking. And of course you can do whatever you want, but try doing like a front view like we were just looking at, where we can see the bird's full expression on its face. And then also, because I like doing birds in sort of a imagined world, you can try adding some fun accessories to your bird character. So I don't know if teeth would be considered an accessory, but it's in this category as potential, like, you know, sunglasses, necklace, backpack, teeth, tattoo, mustache, just sort of accessorize your awesome bird that is speaking to us today. So back to this one again, this is sort of what we're thinking of. So a front view of a bird that is saying something that you overheard today.
So we're thinking of something we overheard today. We're putting it in a speech bubble. Then we're using that, our bird inspiration, to create the speaker. Is that right?
Yes, and we're accessorizing the speaker.
Oh, and accessorizing. Okay.
So, for example, today I heard my sister say on the phone, "No milk in Bunny's ear." So that is what we're going with. To her child.
Walter asks, how much time for this part?
Oh, sorry. This is going to be 5 minutes starting now, because that's when I'm starting.
Okay. Look at that bird. Yeah, I'm like Lizzie. What did I overhear today? But
You
sometimes
could
it
do a
does.
song lyric if you were listening to some music.
Rhea says they were working remotely and they didn't eavesdrop really. Maybe something in your mind you heard. Sometimes for me, this is a test of like, well, you know, I don't have to have overheard something interesting. Like no milk in Bunny's ear is really cool and interesting, but the only thing I could remember is that somebody said, I start every day out with a swim. And that's not interesting. I mean, it's interesting in the conversation, but I'm just going to go with it and have my bird say that. I think it's a good bird thing to say. It's nice for a bird to know what they want. Bunny the Birdie posted a video announcing plans for world domination. Whoa. Check, it's real interesting.
By my watch, we've got like another 2 minutes.
I think 1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. Timed it wrong.
Oh, wow. Look at the accessories on that bird. Theo says, if you're stuck on what to overhear, ooh, look at the accessories on that bird is a good option. Is that Theo from Red Hook? I think so. Do birds have ears? Somebody asks, like that you can see.
Not that I can see. I don't actually know much about real bird facts.
Jen says, I think Jen says yours could. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah. Here, I'll do a.
Wow, we're getting some chat business in there. So Allison says some do. Turkeys, vultures apparently do. Owls do, Walter asks. Karen says some do. Nicole says owls. It keeps going. Nicole G says they're little holes. No idea, but there's a video of a bird of paradise saying woohoo when David Attenborough talks about it. Bruce says some, oh, Bruce knows about drawing birds. Some do if you look hard enough. Yes, they have holes. Chickens have earlobes. What? Spock ears could be an accessory. They all have ears, but mostly not visible. That got a lot of activity in the chat. Bird is a painful word here in Philly after the Super Bowl, but this is good therapy. All right.
Okay, I'm finished up with my bird. Hopefully you are too, or your bird is at least in a good accessorized stopping place. And let me go back to my slideshow. So 2 tips. I was just thinking about what are some tips about birds' characters that we can draw together. So one is to draw your regular characters that you would draw in any comic and then turn them into a bird when you're designing your own birds. And another that I thought of is that sometimes I like to mix and match beaks and feet and wings. So like take a chicken and a penguin and turn it into sort of a chicken penguin cross. So that's like some things to try perhaps in our next bird drawing exercise. So our next one is a little longer, and it's going to start with some, we'll do some brainstorming, and then we will do the actual exercise. So the first, the brainstorm, which I can leave that. Well, yeah, we could put it in the chat maybe. Is that okay, Tom?
Yeah, I'm doing it as fast as I can. I'm usually pretty
Okay,
good.
amazing. Thank you. So we're gonna brainstorm about this next comic. This will end up turning into a comic, but right to start, we're gonna write down 3 to 5 goals that you have. And then for each goal, sort of think on it a little bit. So what is between you and your goal? How do you feel about it right now? What would you like to hear someone say to you about it? And what would you like help with? And you can answer any of those questions for each goal, or you can answer all the questions. So for the brainstorming, we'll do about 3 minutes. And then we'll go back to actually making comics.
Okay. And that's all in the chat. I'm going to post it one more time. So Renee, I think our final goal is we're just making a comic with, and now we're brainstorming what it might be about.
I forgot to start timing on that one, but I just sort of finished mine.
I'm
Does
sure
this
that
seem?
I'm sure that 3 minutes is up. We can check in the chat.
Yeah.
We started posting. Oh yeah, 7:26. So that was 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, great. So now let me switcheroo. So now we're going to make a comic. So with one of our goals, and in this comic, all the characters are going to be birds. So in panel 1, this will be 3 panels. I was thinking like on a square shape with like 2 panels inset in the top and then 1 big one on the bottom. But you can do it however you want with the 3 panels. So panel 1 would be tell a friend character how you're feeling about your goal. And then keeping in mind, like, where are you having the conversation? What are you doing? So like, are you on a walk, on a bike ride, gardening, eating food, snuggling? And then panel 2, your friend bird character gives you advice or encouragement or assistance. And then panel 3, we are all going to achieve our goals. So that is our 3-panel bird comic. And then in it, let's try to include one view so that we can really see the whole bird body so that we can play with those exciting body shapes. And this can be, I usually draw them standing because I like to draw like flightless birds, but you could do flying or any sport or anything. Like feel free to explore your birds as you do this. And then this will be like a 10-minute drawing exercise where we're doing, in that, think about like 3 minutes per panel as your sort of guidelines.
Great. And I've got that in the chat.
Thank you.
I think we're also happy that our bird character is going to be able to do the thing they want to do. Can you switch to your screen? Can we see what you're going to
Oh, I thought I was screen sharing. That's totally my bad.
do?
Yes.
Oh, this poor bird.
Sort of moving on from panel 1 to panel 2. And now moving on to the last panel.
What a kind owl.
Helping me overcome my fear of swallowing giant pills. And we're like finishing up ish, add some last things. I didn't really get a chance to put myself in a place. And I can be the first one to share my comic while you all maybe finish up. So my goal is to be able to swallow large pills. And so I'm sharing with my owl friend that I just feel like I'm going to choke when my owl friend says, "I'll stand behind you, ready to do abdominal thrusts." And then I do it. My owl friend says, "You did it." I'm envisioning that into the world with my owl friend and my long-necked duck character that I have here.
Well, Will, they're lining up to share already.
Amazing.
Can we take a look? Yeah. And you'll have, yeah, we got quite a lineup already. So wonderful. Let me get things a little arranged. Okay, so we'll go to Marlene, Nicole, Jeannie, and great. This is so wonderful. Let's see what people did. There we go, Marlene. Hi. Are you able to unmute? Let me see if you weren't. Let me try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Will, for all the advice. It really is exciting to be part of this. And I'm going to go as fast as I can because it usually is very busy. So I've got Mrs. H, who has a friend in an ostrich. His name is Harry. And they are having a chat. Harry has the ability to stretch into each panel, and you'll see him in black and a big beak. But the first panel is where Mrs. H is in a big hurry. And she says, "Hello, Harry." And he says, "Hello back. Why are you in such a hurry?" So she says, "Oh, no, I can't talk much today. I've got something to do." And she goes into her house very quickly. And so Harry has to be put aside because he can't talk to her very much. The next panel is where she says, "Got it to work." She just came back from the course, doing a computer course, and she's finding out how to do an online order for a Bluetooth headset. And so she doesn't want Harry to interfere with the conversation and all the things she's got in her head. Then the next panel is where she says, "Oh, got to do the online order and try and get this headset going." So she's so stressed out, she puts her hand up to wipe off all the perspiration of her brow. And then the next one, guess what happens? And Harry sees this and thinks, "Oh no, her computer crashed." And as you can see, she's using expletives. she goes at the computer, and Harry still looks, compassionately on her and thinks to himself, oh, please just work for her, let her be happy. And then finally, she goes with a grandson to the surgery, the doctor's surgery, because everything worked out. And in the bubble, it says, bang. Now I need a Valium after all of that. So that's my comic for today. Thank you so much.
I love that Harry is able to just sort of transcend all the different panels and come in and out with their ostrich head and arms. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marlene. We will go to Nicole. Nicole. There we go. Hooray.
My goal, well, I'll just show you. By the way, this is my chickens and group couple therapy,
Oh,
which was very helpful. So my little bird person is saying, I really want to save the hills from developers because they want to demolish the hills by my house that is like full of wildlife.
Oh.
Makes me so sad to imagine all the wildlife gone. And then my elder imaginary neighbor lady saying, And she says, well, let's all pitch in and do our best. All power to the people. We can beat them and save the Tahunga wildlife. Our hearts are strong. We can do it. And then guess what? We did it. We did it.
Oh my
The hills are
gosh.
safe. I told you we could.
Yeah, you're the
There's like
fluffiest.
It's a mountain lion and there's a coyote.
I love that your elderly neighbor has her wing on the back of on your back, like supporting and cheering and celebrating right there. The
Thanks
little
for the
wing
prompts. Maybe I'll send this
Yeah.
to my neighbors and it will come true.
movement.
That was my question. So that's only, it's happened only in comic form at the moment. It's still pending in real life. Is that right?
Pending in real life. The hills are not safe in real life.
Okay. All right. All right. Crossing our fingers and wings. Thanks, Nicole. We'll go to Jeannie next. Here we go. Oh, Jeannie, let's try that again. There you go. Wait. Can you unmute? You should be able to. There we go.
Okay, great. All right. I just had to step out for a second to get my dog to go yell at the squirrel that's eating all the sunflowers. She's not watching. So thank you so much. This was really a great prompt, or series of prompts or whatever. The first panel is what I overheard today, which is people only relate to mammals. And so here's the 3 panel, and I kind of lost all of the, maybe all the rules because it's just me here. But my number 1 goal is to listen more to my inner chicken. And I think that's what I'm saying there. I need to listen to my chicken more. And my penguin over here says, just block everybody else out. And then the final one is me with my chicken. And I'm saying I'm listening. And this is a little nod to me as the pelican.
That is awesome. Your penguin is so charismatic. You're like a penguin support friend.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks so much, Jeannie. We'll go to Allison next. Let's see. She should be able to unmute.
well, thank you very much for this great prompt. So I just wanted to show my little guy who said this afternoon, it's my bladder. And he was standing next to his tricycle. So I thought that was a good Kiwi kind of a person. But then my goals and my dilemma was I want to go see my mother who just turned 90. So there she is looking a bit like a hoopoo. and I'm scared of getting on a plane because of COVID. And so then my sister is talking me through it. It's okay, just get a good mask. And then the idea is that I'm going to book a ticket. So there you go. Thank you. This has been great.
Thanks. I love your sister's body language as the little bird with like the head back and the arm.
Yeah.
That's really expressive.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. We'll go to Walter when Walter is ready, and then we'll go to Lee and then Mitty, and then a couple more after that. Let's see. Walter. There we go.
Should be working?
Yeah.
So this was the overheard today. It was a barista when I was getting some coffee with a friend. He was talking to somebody else. I don't know who. But he made me wait because he was having a nice conversation. And I'm retired, so my goals are very small and quotidian. I need to do some plumbing work in my kitchen. So when I was having a beer with a friend the other day, he offered to help. So hopefully that will happen.
I love the bird plumbing with their wings in the plumbing under the sink. That
Yes.
last panel.
It'll probably be a little bit like that, but we'll give it a try. This was really fun. I really like doing the bird stuff. It's cool.
The bird stuff. All right. Thanks, Walter. We'll go to Lee next when Lee is ready.
Hello. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone because I haven't been able to figure out how to get Zoom to log in on my my computer like usual. And I am currently panically trying to let it use the video. There we go.
you go. All right. Now we can spotlight you.
All right. So I drew myself as a chicken and my friend as a duck because I raised ducks and chickens, so I know what they look like. I wanted my friend to be one of those big shoe bill, the big scary fellas, but I drew a duck. And so I'm chicken and I'm sleeping under my coping blankets. And I say, I really want to paint this funny idea I had, but I'm so worried it won't realize my internal idea. And I'm too tired to waste that time and energy. And my duck friend says, what if working on it made you feel great either way? And so I do it, and it's great. That's it.
The views are so awesome. Like the fact that you can't see your friend's head from like under your blanket. It's just their duck legs and body. And then the last panel with the back view. That's really cool to see. Like not just the front and side.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lee. We'll go to Mitty next. Here we go.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for this. This is great fun. I've never really drawn birds before, so I don't know if you can see. This is just what I overheard. I'm the kind of guy who likes to keep up on these things. So I thought he should be kind of macho bird.
In like a tank top.
Yeah, it was the accessories was very fun. And mine is very similar to the one that you just saw, which is she's saying, I never know what to paint to her friend in the studio. And the friend says, can you just paint what you feel? Let's see. So here is my masterpiece.
Oh, yes.
So,
You did it, but it's also like you don't know what it is going to be yet. You're like leaving it open.
it's sort of uncertainty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really fun to make characters. It's really fun to make bird people.
Yeah. I like that you like did the beaks so pointy.
I'll try round ones next time for fun.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll go to Katie next. Here we go.
In the wrong place.
Are we there? Katie?
Hi
Yeah.
there, folks. There's two of us here.
Hey.
So I'm Katie and this is my daughter Sabina. We decided we're going to share each other's comics. So I'm going to share Sabina's and then you're going to share mine. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So, this one.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is her little friend saying, "How's it going? I love the destroying. I am getting all my anger out. It's like therapy. Without."
This is the second panel.
Oh yeah.
This is the second panel.
What does it say?
About destruction.
Without destruction, capable curate
Creation.
creation is not pleasant, possible. Destroy, then build. And then here she's imagining her cottage.
Oh, yeah, that is a wise friend to give the inspiration without destruction. Can't
So
build.
this is Sabina's, and this is her right here, and you can see she's wearing some rosemary perfume, and she's spraying it on herself, but she's a little bit nervous because it's her first time. So she's feeling all the nervous feelings. And then her friend says to her, "You can do it."
Yes, that owl. That is so
Yes,
great.
exactly. It's her owl friend. Yep.
Fantastic.
I love it, Sabina.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll go to Theo next. It's my friend Theo. Theo, your print is on my wall right there. Do you see it?
I can.
Where's Mom? Anyway.
I don't know how I'm gonna go after that because that was amazing. But oh, I've lost it. Oh no.
Yep.
The birds. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is my just overheard, except it's just what I said. One day.
Is that a parakeet?
Maybe. It's a parakeet. He has a carrot sword and top surgery and a beret. And then my comic is here. It says, oh, how do I read backwards? All that stands between me and my dreams is dubious legality and offense. And his friend says, "Yeah, dude, let's steal a cow." And his friend's like, "What? How'd you know I was thinking about a cow?" He says, "You're always talking about cows, man." And then they're in the field with the cow. And he's like, "Wow, thanks for being such a good friend." And shh, come on, quick. We need to make the cow look more like a bird. And the cow is just vibing.
Thanks. I really like, are those like turtleneck sweaters that they're wearing? Those are amazing.
Thanks so much, Theo. So nice to see you. Okay, we'll go to Carol next.
Good. So, this is mine, and next Tuesday I have surgery, and that's all I've been thinking about because I want to have my right hand for about 3 months. So I was thinking, oh, a bird in the hand is not happening for me. What am I going to do? And then I thought, oh, I could have a pterodactyl who's got all decked out with, what was that? Oh, accessorized. Yes, with all these different things that I'm going to need. Like, could I have a stunt pterodactyl who'll draw and paint for me? And anyway, there I am in bed. And the pterodactyl saying, "I'm here for you."
Can I see the like talons one more time? Yeah, those are like a paintbrush talon on a pterodactyl.
Yeah, I need that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then a knife, fork, and spoon, of course, but the other one's got to be all art stuff.
Like art supplies and then utensils.
I know. And I love pterodactyls. So anyway,
Thanks so much.
Thank
Carol.
you. This was joyful.
Good luck. Thanks so much. We've got
Good.
Renee
Yeah.
next. And then we'll go to Chris after that, and Kathy. And
Hi. I didn't finish it, but okay. So I guess to say they're penguins. They don't look like penguins, but so he says, Bob, what are you doing? Carl, I'm practicing the high wire tightrope to join the circus. And then he's like, you gotta do it higher than that. So, that's on the trees instead of the rocks. And you must practice day and night. And then he tells him, wake up. And then they make it, he says, I knew you could make it. And then that's the ringmaster, and there's no net. Penguins can't fly. So he's up there, then he slips, and they're like, oh no, Bob. But then he uses the umbrella to flip back up, and he makes it. And he's like, you did it. And everyone's clapping, yay.
Wow, you drew like 50 birds, not just like 3. I love the whole like audience of birds cheering for the penguin with the parasol.
Yeah.
And they're like, first they're just watching, and then they're cheering, and then they're super cheering.
amazing. Thanks so much, Renee.
I actually was thinking about penguins. I'm not stealing your idea, but I was thinking about penguins the other day. So yeah.
Yeah, everyone is welcome to draw as many penguins as you want.
Awesome. Go to Chris next.
That's
Thank you.
today. One of the other exercises was draw a bird saying something that you overheard today.
So this is what I overheard today. Oh no, it's my turn to run out of milk. And my comic is, I want to get a dog, but I haven't had one since I was a chick. And then the friend is saying, oh, don't worry, it's like a horse to water. It naturally knows how to fish. And the character's saying, what? And then, so the little bird gets a dog, and then it walks the happy dog.
Oh, wow. Walks it by flying behind it.
Yeah.
I really like the simplicity of that, the friend character's head with just like the beak and the 2 dot eyes. That's super expressive in that just like small space.
Thank you. Birds are surprisingly relatable. This is a really nice exercise.
Yeah, and your top hat on your overheard one was really.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. We'll go to Kathy next. There we go.
Thanks. This was super fun. All right, so this is what I overheard today. See if we can see it. My kid is getting into college, and frankly, I'm a bit shocked. And I just realized it was such a sweet little drawing. I was like, that came out of me. Thanks. So then this was the comic. So I just picked her back up again and see if we can get it to show up. So I want to be eating healthy. You seem ambivalent because all the Ben and Jerry's on the ground. And what does it say? How about I make meals for you? And I feel so loved. Yes, you are. So
Yeah. I really like that you used the same character from the first part and the second part. So you got to really get to know that character more.
yeah, I did too. And I frankly, I don't know how anybody else came up with additional characters after the first one. So thank you so much.
Wonderful, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, Clay, if you'd like to share, now's the time. We'll go to, after this, we'll go to Jen, Vicky, and Christopher, and then maybe Jamie's around. Clay, are you able to?
I don't think I can, because I don't think I can put an image in the chat, and I don't think I can share my screen.
We can let you share your screen. Hang on a second. You're a friend of Carol's, right? Let's see.
I did the workshop last night.
Nice. Let's see. How do I do that? Hang on a second. There you go. You should be able to do that. Go ahead.
But you have to turn your video on in order to be able to share your screen. Oh, here it comes. Good.
So my goal that I picked was I need to cut my hair, and I kind of need to do it myself, but I'm so scared of the buzzy like shaver thing. So I had my toucan friend tell me why not make it friend shaped, and then like decorated the shaver with googly eyes and stuff. And then it worked, and then it's like, yay, less hair.
I don't know if this has already happened or not, but that is a genius idea.
No, I just thought of it. I'm actually gonna try it.
Yeah.
So thank you for such a great prompt.
And I love all of your different drawings that we got to see when you shared your screen. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, we'll go to Jen next. Here's Jen. There we go.
Hello. Okay, so
Jen, hang on. Those earrings. Amazing.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, now, sorry.
Okay, so I was like racking my brain for what I overheard today because I took a bunch of kids to the Guggenheim, and then I realized I overheard a baby. Yeah. So I just thought I was going to use the same bird because the same bird was sort of cute. So this is the comic, and it says, so I really want to finally finish one of my comics, but work zaps all my time. And the cardinal is going munch, 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 and I'm spitting food out of my mouth. And then the cardinal says, maybe you need to make a schedule that lets you have a little wiggle room. And here we're munching on little cockroaches, girls with worms. And then there's me happily working on a comic while one cat tries to snake my paints and the other one judges me.
With your apron or like overalls.
Yes.
And the glasses that you're wearing today.
Yes.
And did you say snake your paints?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. There's a paw.
Thanks so much, Jen.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Vicky next. Vicky.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So I have a character, Vicky, in my comics that I developed when I went to the SAW workshop in Gainesville. Thank you, Tom. Hello. And she's always wearing a lightning bolt t-shirt, so I put that on my bird. So my bird says, oops, that's backwards. So I really want to start a tostone stand at the Londonderry Farmers Market. And tostones are plantains, kind of deep fried and squashed. And then my friend says, that's a great idea. I have a propane deep fryer you can use. And then look at all the birds lined up to eat my tostones at the Londonderry Farmers Market in Vermont. And I've got the whole menu there. You get plain salted, con mojo, con picadillo, con vegan picadillo. And then I'm just hollering out in my lightning bolt shirt. Next.
And you've got such a variety of birds lined up.
That one, there's one wearing a Nirvana t-shirt right here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Vicky. Awesome. Okay, we'll go to Christopher next, then Lizzie, and then if Jamie's ready, we'll finish up with Jamie.
Hiya. Let's see. So I want to get peer supports and ERs for psychiatric crises. So I'm asking my friend for help, and she says, well, I'll go with you to a senator, and then we have a senator there who's just going to help us.
Wearing their tie, looking very official, saying, deal. Good work. Yes, that would be amazing.
Really great drawing. I love that last drawing. All right. Lizzie bringing up the rear. Here we go.
Definitely almost finished. Okay, so she should really like to make my home off grid, but I feel a bit overwhelmed with that. And then my friend says, maybe you can just pretend that you're camping and then it will all be an improvement. And then we're putting solar panels all over the tree.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, yes. Helping each other lift those heavy panels up.
Heavy panels.
Walter says fairy tales can come true. Amazing, amazing. All right, we'll give a shout. We'll look around for Jamie. Jamie came late and usually is our last sharer. Let me see if I can find Jamie. Jamie, are you there?
I can't unmute. Can I unmute?
You're unmuted.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven. All right. It's happening again. Tom. It's happening again. Why is it always this way?
What's
This
happening?
terrible way. I had to work late and all I want to do is show up for your wonderful class and be awesome. And like, I just can't pull it off. So I'm in pencil again.
Oh, and you just muted yourself. It's always a little bit of disorder at the end. That's why.
Unmute.
There we go.
Right. But then I tried to turn the camera on and then it muted it. That's because this is like a second generation ancient iPad. Is it working?
No. There we go. Hang on.
Okay, Tom. Okay, Tom. You know, the struggle is real and it's real because I'm here. Okay. So here's what I was thinking. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with this movie called Birdie. Because like when I lived in Philadelphia and I loved pigeons and they would say, oh, the rats with wings. And I was like, no way, they look like beautiful eagles. Because some of the ones would be iridescent and some of the ones had copper. They looked like copper with purple and like opal. And I thought they were so beautiful. So when I saw this movie Birdie, I was like, holy shit. Because not only did I fell in love with Nicolas Cage, and then I wanted to be Matthew Modine. So I became deeply obsessed with this idea of like creating like wings, like I'm Leonardo da Vinci. Like, it's a movie, Jamie. It's a movie. No, you can't do that. And you're fat. Anyway, so that's me looking at the pigeons. That's Nicolas Cage looking at, well, it's not Matthew Modine anymore. It's me. And I'm trying to fly. And I'm like, wee-hee, he loves me. And then, oh, there it is. Look, there's the movie poster, but like, that's me. Matthew Modine is now gone. Sorry, Matthew. And there's Nicolas Cage. He loves me. I've been on a Nicolas Cage bender too, by the way. Just don't do this. You'll completely go insane. And don't watch Mandy more than once, because really it's the Citizen Kane of horror that should be savored, but not repeated. Anyway, and I used to, when I was a kid, I would think, well, maybe he's so cool because he can stand on the edge of his bed like that naked. And that's why Nicolas Cage cares so much about him. If only I could do that. So I remember trying on the edge of the couch and being like, you are a mental patient. You can't do that. It's a movie. He probably has like a bunch of people holding up and then jumping out of the frame so they can get 2 seconds of that. But anyway, sorry, it's only pencil. I'll try to finish it and post it later, but thanks for having me. Next time, I promise I'll try to be more on time. I'm working. Somebody said the one with the cockroaches, she needs a schedule that gives her wiggle room. We need to get together and figure out how to do that, man. So do I. All right, peace out. Thank
And
you.
you're both in New York. Thanks, Jamie.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I love that you have the like pigeon right in the center, like
Yeah.
really highlighting our beautiful bird friend of that layout. It's so cool.
Thank you. Thanks for this class. It was great.
Wow. Will, thanks so much. Who knew birds could be like so emotional and bring up so many cool things and just be give us the keys, right, to tell these cool stories. Amazing. So many great things.
it's all those colors.
I don't know what that was. Will you put in the chat where we can buy your book? If it's easy for you to do.
You can buy it anywhere.
Anywhere.
I think this link will, or
I'm gonna
well, I don't even think that linked, but
I'm gonna make it
you
live.
can-
Hang on. Let's see if we did it. Oh, it's from Tin House. There we go. Here it is in the chat. All right, so that's live. So Will, thank you so much. This was so much fun. Everyone had fun drawing birds. We got to, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but just all these great little stories came out. Anyway, thanks so much. This is the part I'm gonna ask everyone to unmute, and we will just wave Will goodbye and say thank you so much for this. And everybody,
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Hey, Bird.
Thank you.
Bye.
This was a great
Have a
exercise.
wonderful
Thank you.
weekend.
So fun.
Thank you.
share on social media. And join us at sawcomics.org. Will, thanks so much.
Thank
Bye.
you very much, Will.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Will.
Tom, too.
Yeah, Michael.
Bye.